what's wrong with European stocks? I mean, the euro had a little bit of a bid. The data's rolling over a little bit. Now you found a chart. Tortured souls, European longs.
Yes, there's a Bloomberg survey this morning showing that equity strategists are getting less bullish on European stocks. This basically is because of caution over a stronger euro and weaker economic growth momentum. If you look to German investor confidence, we got those figures yesterday. That was the lowest since 2012. We're also seeing a probability of a recession over the next 3 months rise. And so that mood swing is just causing a little bit of alarm here, it seems.
Yeah, and the other major sort of on the commodities side story that we're watching is crude oil. We have news around this meeting that is going to take place in Jeddah, basically looking to extend and perhaps institutionalize more the current framework in terms of the amount of oil that they have taken from the market. But now there's also some fresh data from the API. And in many cases, most people don't get excited that much about the API figures. But in this case, it shows a bit of an interesting picture that sets the stage for the EIA data that we get later in the day, right?
Yeah, absolutely. It shows that there was a surprise draw in U.S. crude oil inventory. So API data is showing a decline of 1.05 million barrels in the U.S. figure and just over 1 million barrels as well for the Cushing stockpile figure. That is the biggest U.S. storage hub. Now, if we see that confirmed by the IEA for the Cushing figure, this is going to be the first decline since March, and that should help to prop up WTI prices at least a little bit this morning.
So, Rio Tinto, the aluminium story has many, many different tentacles. Rio Tinto, I mean, what a swoon and a boon for them. You know, if you close out Rusal, you reconstruct the entire aluminium picture, the supply picture. What are Rio saying in terms of a consequence for them?
Well, they're saying, look, we're probably going to have to cut aluminum production. We knew there were going to be effects, but now Rio Tinto has said firmly what we don't know is how much they're going to cut aluminum production by. But what we do know is that Rio produced about 846,000 tons of aluminum in the first quarter. And their guidance is to produce about 3.7 million tons this year. So you'll want to look for those figures to be adjusted.